All right, everybody, welcome back to Awful Taste but Great Execution, brought to you by our sponsors, the like button and the bell button. I'm getting really good at this. The bell button. It kind of looks like a bell, right? Right below the video. You can check them out. They're great sponsors, been with us for a while. At least one of them has. Let's start off with number 20, because number 19, that's a caption. And who needs a wallet anyway? This is not marked as not safe for work, so I'm gonna assume it doesn't. Okay, it does not go the way that it kind of looked like it might have gone from the very beginning. Yes, just a far more efficient way to use a bra as a wallet than having to go through the top of your shirt. I can't say I've had any experience with this, but it seemed like not the most convenient place to store things, and like it would get kind of sweaty. But I don't know, man. I just like if it was not an actual pocket of fabric on either side and it was just up against my leg skin and I worked out or something, it'd be very sweaty. And then I'd feel even worse for the next person who has to handle the dollar bill. Finally saw one in the wild. Yes, the classic donk. This is a more modern version than many, but it oftentimes does seem to be on a Camaro. I hope that it is a Transformers emblem that we have up front, which does seem to be a common thing to do for many Camaros. It doesn't seem to have a great deal of suspension travel, most likely, given how close the tires are up in the wheel arches there. And it probably doesn't accelerate very fast anymore because those wheels are gargantuan, but it's, you know, I kind of like the color of it, and having the tinted windows and the blacked out headlights, which are, I don't think, legal, at least in California, and you can get pulled over for that. But it's just the wheels are a little bit too high. But you got to get that practicality. That is the thing about all the donks, dude. They're very practical when it comes to driveways, speed bumps. You could even drive over a curb and be just fine. Tattoo. Demonetized house. I'm just like, just imagine that you come up with a pun while you're drunk one night or something, and then you decide, you know what? I want to turn this into an image and put it permanently on my body. I can't imagine, but the tattoo artist, they did a good job with it. I mean, I can only imagine if you gave a tattoo artist the objective of turn Millhouse into older lady who doesn't really look like demonetized, not really someone you might put in that category, but just an older lady. And then they came back with that, you'd be like, well, that's, yeah, I could, nope, didn't envision it any better myself in my head. The taste is not that awful, but it fits here. Red Unalived Redemption 2 stove. Is this a wrap for a stove? Like, people get their cars wrapped. We see them quite regularly on Shorty Car Mods, and sometimes Awful Taste but Great Execution. I've never heard of the stove wrapping community, but maybe it's a big thing, dude. Maybe there are like big shops out there that just because I'm not into the scene, I wouldn't have heard of, but they specialize in wrapping stoves. And then I bet there are stove meets where people take their stove on their pickup truck, and it's like a Cars and Coffee, but it's stoves and tea. And they all brew tea on their beautifully vinyl wrapped stoves that are, I don't know, plugged into propane cans or something like that, and that's how they're working. And you just walk around and view other people's beautiful stoves, and then they take them back home, put it back into the kitchen where they can enjoy it to themselves. Our bus stop is, it's a bus stop for the people. Never in a million years did I ever expect for this to be a thing, but hey, it kind of shields you a little bit from the rain, as long as the rain is either falling straight down or, you know, the wind is blowing from behind you. If not, you're getting quite wet. But I guess that's probably going to be the case with many bus stops. And then you just get reminded of our communism. I don't know. I guess, our bus stop is looking real great. Look at that beautiful coat of paint. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. this piece of art titled Farley Quinn. I just don't even know where people get the inspiration for some of the things that we see on this subreddit. R.I.P. Chris Farley. But, I mean, who would not want to buy a painting of Chris Farley cosplaying as Harley Quinn? If only we could have gotten to see this in real life. What a gem. The Hersha. Oh no. Oh no. But why? Why? Oh my god. Somebody browsed all the possible hearses for their new funeral home, and they're like, you know what? We're really going for the high-end market here, and none of these are, particularly classy enough. We don't have any European import hearses, so we're gonna have to make our own. Let's go just get a Panamera and extend the back a little bit, turn it into a hearse. And you know what? It still looks fairly sleek and sporty. I'm impressed. They kind of kept the roof line going, and they've even still, is the wing still deployable? Because if the wing is still deployable, I am genuinely impressed that they extended whatever the electronic or hydraulic lines needed so that they can still hit the spoiler button and it'll still pop out. Because wow, that's dedication to it right there. You know, this is the funeral home for celebrities or just car enthusiasts. Even though I'm not big on the Panamera, Porsche, I love you guys. You make great cars, but it looks like a beluga whale. At least the original generation did, especially in white. It just reminds me of a beluga whale, and I can't ever see anything other than that. Brick car. That must have added so much weight. I'm very surprised that the car can still move. I feel like I can see the tires kind of bulging out at the bottom. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much, or it's just the angle. But that's got some thickness to it right there, dude. Unless it's just some kind of really, really kind of light foam. But can you imagine if you actually took a thin layer of bricks and you put it on top of every panel of your car? That would be like 500 pounds more. That'd be more than, I don't know how much that would weigh, but it'd be a lot of weight. It'd be really bad. Why would you do that? And then if anything ever hit you, you just erupt in a cloud of debris and shattered bricks all over the place. It becomes a shrapnel hazard for pedestrians in the vicinity of the crash. Taxidermists are seriously turning deer butts into butt quatches. A-squatches. What is this? Why? I don't understand. Why does it look... Why did you do that? Who thought about doing this? Who had the... oh my god. Who was so closely inspecting deer butt and then decided, you know what? We got a great product idea. People will definitely buy it for $265. $265. Think of all the other things that I could do with $265 other than buy a deer butt with eyes embedded into it. And now I know how much this is, so if ever in a million years I am unlucky enough to go into somebody's house and I see one of those, I will know they spent $265. It's 2020, why not? That's genuinely impressive, and I have to think it's photoshopped. If it's not, and someone managed to do that with their hair, bravo. That is, honestly, somebody needs to wear that to the Met Gala. Because the Met Gala, right? That's where people wear ridiculously weird, strange outfits. At least as far as I know. Maybe there are other places you could do it, but that's the only one that I'm aware of because it's like the mainstream one. So, please, I feel like you should get an invite to that. Just because this is brilliant. But why though? Dear Dad, of all the balls in the world, I'm glad that I came out of yours from your swimming champion. Happy Father's Day, everybody. It's quite topical given that, well, Father's Day was this past weekend. But you should get one of these for your dad on Father's Day. why not? What could possibly go wrong? That's our last subreddit. I think as long as you have a dad with a sense of humor, which hopefully you do, they should enjoy this. If I were in an alternate universe to ever be a dad, I would find that very funny. I'm just saying. This is a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea. It took me a moment to realize that it wasn't like a grill or dentures, and it's a holder for your screwdrivers. And I kind of, it's weird and unsettling, but also a very novel idea. And it really, it looks like it works. I'm like thinking about, yeah, okay, the molars with the Torx heads, yeah, that kind of way. Yeah, and then the canines, Phillips head, and then the front, yeah, that works. Kind of in a disturbingly good way, that really works. No music, stop. Are you gonna, oh dear, you're gonna do astroturf car mats? Or is it actual grass? If it's actual grass, then hey, you know what? Very cool. You can water the inside of your car, leave it out in the sun. It'll get some, nice photosynthesis going inside of your car. You're bringing nature into a very mechanical place. And who wouldn't want that? But if it's astroturf, which I'm sure it's astroturf, why would you want that? Just going to collect a bunch of stuff. You're not going to be able to vacuum things out of it very well. It's just going to get really dirty. I guess it's easy enough. Once it gets dirty, you can just kind of throw it out because I guess astroturf probably isn't that expensive to buy by the bulk. But it's an interesting DIY. It's like, did you know that you can use scissors to cut astroturf into whatever pattern you might like? Oh, you want to do it in a car mat? You can cut it into a car mat pattern, and then you can put it into your car. In case you didn't know, it can work for that. Like a revolutionary arts and crafts thought right there, dude. Never would have come up with that. New kitchen style. Did they just have their dishwasher open? I'm wondering what's going on here. It's maybe it's a secret kid sport. It's we don't have a dishwasher. What should we do with this? Should we A, get a dishwasher, or B, put some streamers in front of it and make it a fort so that one small human can fit inside and then sit there and be like, all right, so that was fun for a couple seconds. Now I'm going to go. And just, yeah. All right, then some spiders are going to crawl in there. And you're going to crawl in, you're going to see a spider and be like, nope, not using this as a fort again. This sucks. I feel like a dishwasher would be a better way to do it, but I guess all of the money went into the pink things, and then there wasn't one left over for the dishwasher. But that's all right. My eyes may never recover from this. What even are? Is this drill bit nails? Oh, it's a cheese grater, carrot grater, just grater nail. Just okay. You don't have to use them to scoop things. All right. The cheese grater bit's kind of interesting, but you don't have to use your nails to scoop things onto a chip. Okay. I can't. I'm sure this has gotten so many zillions of views. This isn't even awful taste, but great execution. This is just, look at my views. I'm sure it's gotten 50. Is it actually functional? Oh my god. It's caviar. Caviar nails. Mmm. Delicious. How many different things are there? What are you drinking? Caviar juice? Ew. Ew. I get that caviar is a fancy, that's mold nails. No, why would you do that? That's gross. Are you nailing your nails? Nails. I love the puns. It's great. I love nails. Oh, God. It's so weird. Oh, jeez. How many have you done? Oh, my God. This goes on for 4 minutes. All right. Go to Nail Sunny on Instagram or something if you want to see all the variations. This beard/haircut. I don't have a, full-on sight of the man's face and expression, but he just looks very uncomfortable for some reason. I'm impressed by the haircut, though. The sad thing is it's only going to last for like a day, and then it's going to all look messy again. But hey, maybe this will suit me at some point. You know, the hairline starts receding up here, and then the hair just migrates down south. My hair is, you know, for every bit that it recedes here, it just kind of migrates into my nose, and my nose hairs get a little bit longer. You hit about age 26, 27, you got to get that nose hair trimmer. It just starts becoming more of a thing that you really didn't want to have to worry about. So at some point, maybe this haircut will be for me. It's very satisfying. At least it's subtle. All right, lots of presumably not actual gold watches. This man's wearing many gold watches on his wrist too. Just like, where is this going? Okay, gold watches plus nice bit of wood. That's a nice piece of wood, dude. I didn't realize you'd get that nice wood just like straight off the shelves at the hardware store. Wood moisture. Make sure you don't have wood moisture. Okay. I'm intrigued now. I just want to... Is this going to be like a real Dali clock or something like that? Because he kind of outlined a melty looking thing. A lot of work going into this. And I hope it... I mean, it, given the sub, it must turn out really nice. Like, that is some nice looking wood. It's classy. It's what? Oh, he's just making a lot of like wood cuts to... What? Oh my god, then you have to attach all the pieces together. Oh, that is so much work. That is so much work to do. Oh my god, to make them all line up. And then you have to like glue in the little tabs. Oh my god, how long? This is 8 minutes long! Where's it gonna... I'm sorry, I gotta skip ahead. If you want to see this whole thing though, what is it gonna be? Okay, so you just like put a bunch of watches in resin. And then what is... I don't know. What? Oh, they're like woven into each other. What? It's a chair with... This is not where I saw anything going at all. I don't know why. I don't know why you... Why did you do the seat with a bunch of gold watches woven together? What was the... I guess it was... It's supposed to be... I'm getting it now. It's supposed to be like a big watch. That's what the stuff is over on the end. Is like it's a clasp. I missed that clasp part. That makes sense. Okay. It's just like a gigantic watch seat. Yeah. I mean, that's a thing. How to get demonetized by police 101. This... Alright. That is... Yep, that just seems like a real bad idea to do. I don't know why ever in a million years you would want to have it look like you have a weapon sticking out of your back pocket, but I guess, you know, just, you know, you hear stories about people, you know, holding a toy weapon and it goes badly, so you would just think you probably wouldn't want to purposefully go out of the way to get yourself into a situation like that. I'd prefer to, I don't know, exercise a great deal of caution in making it not seem like I have anything on me that could potentially be dangerous. But yeah, it just seems like it shouldn't be legal, because whatever company is making that is making it knowing that there is that sort of risk associated with it. And that just, like, look, I realize it's up to someone buying it to evaluate the risks of buying something like that, but there's no way that the company making something like that doesn't realize that there's a serious chance of it going wrong. And I would just feel really sketchy doing that. Like, I don't want to sell something that I know could lead to harm. But whatever. Anyway, that's just me. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like our sponsor if you liked, as well as bell it up, even if you are subscribed, or sub if you're not. And check out the playlist if you want to catch more of this particular sub. I'll see you next time.